Okay, hi guys, this is Gaming on a Shoestring, and today I'll be talking about how to configure your generic USB controller to work like the Xbox 360 controller. For this tutorial, we'll be using a program called X360CE, or the Xbox 360 controller emulator. Now, check the download links. There's a or check the description for the download links for the files that we're going to need. In total, we will need around 2 or 3 files, depending on the game that we're gonna be configure the controller for. So for now, I'll configure this game for Bionic, or I'll configure this controller and my gamepad to work on Bionic Commando. What we'll need to do first is download. Of course, we are going to download the 3 files, and make sure that it's saved on the desktop or on any preferred folder that you might have. Now, after saving that, go to the preferred folder. In my case, I called the folder X360CE, and look for the X360CE application and the X360CE Lib 32 or 32-bit libraries. Okay, those are the 2 files that we'll need. Copy those, and then let's go to the folder for Bionic Commando or any game that you'd like to configure so that your gamepad would work on it. Now, I've already downloaded the 2 files here, but yeah, we can still overwrite these files. So I'll just paste. Let's copy and replace, and then let's extract the files here. Let's just say yes to all. Now, what we'll need to do once the files are extracted, let's click on the program X360CE. Let's run it. Okay, now we are faced with a warning. We'll just disregard this. Let's just click on OK. And usually usually we'd get OK. Just give me a moment, guys. Let's close out of this first. So apparently this was already configured, but what we can try to do here is we can try to just for the sake of configuring it right from the very start, we'll delete this file here. This is the configuration settings, so we'll delete that. And we'll click on 360CE again. Okay, just click on yes, and by all means search automatically for settings, and you need to make sure, I know this might sound stupid, but you need to make sure that your gamepad is already connected to the computer. Okay, now we'll click on finish, and yeah, we'll just disregard this again. Now earlier you saw the controller 1 with green indicator light. Now it has a red indicator light. What happened was I actually unchecked when I configured that when I configured it earlier, I unchecked this option here, the pass-through option. So once we uncheck that, bam, we already have a green indicator light for controller 1, which is our controller. Now, that's basically it. The next step would be to configure your gamepad, and let's start with configuring this one here. For configuration is easy. You just need to click on whatever button you'd want to configure, like let's say the trigger, and hit on record, and then press the button on your gamepad like this. So it's button 7 for the trigger, and after that, click on or hit on record again. So yeah, that's basically it. If you guys have any suggestions regarding this tutorial, please feel free to comment. If